first, so I'll try to do this.
Hey, Justin, I got to turn.
First of all, I want to thank everybody here for coming out. I'm sure if you're here, you probably voted, so thank you for that as well. I'm very humbled by all this. This is the first campaign I've ever been involved in anywhere for anything, and it was quite a learning experience. But I want to thank a lot of people here for all the help they gave me in this campaign. People gave me money who I didn't even know. Some people really sacrificed in giving. People walked neighborhoods and handed out my information, my propaganda, or whatever, to neighborhoods that sometimes where the people weren't all that friendly early on. We had parties, we had barbecues. So I'm amazed I don't weigh 300 pounds. People cooked. We had a bunch of ladies cook. We had somebody even from England brought back some pastries from England for us to sell to raise some money. People called their friends, their neighbors. They talked it up. They put signs out, bumper stickers, you name it. I could not have done this without the help of all of you who did that and participated in that.
Thank you.
And one thing that's very important to me, a lot of people prayed for this campaign. And I have to admit that when we first started with the idea of doing this, we never ever prayed to win. Never once. We did not pray to win. We prayed that in the course of the campaign, which, as you know, can be nasty, and at times it was, that we would not do anything to dishonor the name of the Lord. And that was very important to us. And there were many times where when I was about to cross that line, and I had some people to rein me in a little bit. But I want to thank everybody who did. You know, a lot of times when people say I'm praying for you, well, that's just a nice way of saying something. And I mean, I said that to people and never prayed for them, but I really appreciate those of you who did. It means a lot. And I ask those of you who did not to stop now. Our work is not done. It's really just beginning. I will continue to need the support of the people in the communities, and I must say this is an extremely diverse group here tonight, representing all parts of the county. And I think the message got out to everybody, and I will continue to need y'all's support. I also want ideas. I don't pretend to know everything, so if anybody has some good ideas, even if they're lame brain ideas in your mind, I want to hear about them. And along with the ideas is, if you have a problem in your community, and I don't know about them, I can't try to fix them. So I want there to be an open door between my office and the citizens of the county to tell me, in a nice way, if you possibly can, about a situation or about something our department is not doing that we could be doing better. I want to know about it. And it's going to be two-way. I'm going to be coming out in the community as well and having meetings with people, but I need community involvement. And also, I guess starting this week, we're going to start the paperwork on our Kershaw County Sheriff's Foundation. And for those of you who don't know what that is, that's a 501c3 tax-exempt corporation that will represent the Kershaw County Sheriff's Department, and that will allow corporations and individuals to donate tax-free to the Sheriff's Foundation. And with that money, we can use that money to buy body armor for the deputies and to kind of modernize our department. Our department is way, way behind the times, and we really need to do some work on that. Heather and I have already pledged to donate to the foundation, and the law firm for which she works is matching our donation. So we're going to start off with some money in the account. I don't want to get too long-winded. There's a lot I could say, but I just want to say this one thing. I guess it was 2.5, 3 years ago, I went to see Leon Lott over in Richland County, and I said, Leon, I'm going to run for sheriff. And he kind of gave me a funny look, and I said, for Kershaw County. And he smiled at me, and he said, I hope you do, and I hope you win. And he went on to tell me why he hoped I won, and I'm not going to go there tonight. But I've talked to him about working hand in hand with the Richland County Sheriff's Department and with other adjoining agencies and with SLED and everybody else, because they have a lot of resources we don't have. And I'm going to beg, borrow, and steal from them if we can possibly do it to better law enforcement in this county. But when we had that conversation, he said, you know, Jim, he said, you have no skeletons in your closet. Any skeletons that anybody brings up will be made up. And I said, I know. He said, but you have no name recognition. He said, but your wife does. He said, do not hesitate to use her name recognition to help you get out, because you don't care if people vote for you because they like her. You take the votes however you can get them. And while I'm on that, a lot of people say, oh, Jim, you ran a great campaign. You did a great job. Well, I can take credit for about 5% of it. I surrounded myself with great people. And I have to give a huge amount of the credit to my wife, Heather, who is definitely a workaholic, and she is kind of the guidance system of this missile right here. And she kept us going. She did things that you couldn't have paid me to do, as far as organization of email lists and the money and our filings ethics commission. She just did a phenomenal job. And at this time, do you have something?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, we'll do that. I want to give this. This is the first flowers I've given her in a long time. I want to give this to my wife, Heather, who I love very much. They told me not to do this, but there are 2 deputies here who got fired because they supported me in the primary. And I'm not going to embarrass them, but they're in the crowd. And they lost their jobs because they supported me. And I appreciate that very much. That's a huge sacrifice. And even Dennis Arledge, he lost business because he supported me. So anybody needs insurance, go see Dennis in his Allstate insurance agency. Now, I cannot name everybody who had a part in this victory, but I want to name our committee that we meet every 2 weeks. And if they would come up here so that you all can see who they are: Donald and Debbie Branham, Dennis Arledge, was she here? Lori here? Lori Arledge, Greg Joseph. Come on up. Did I forget anybody? I think that's it. We had these meetings every 2 weeks, and we discussed. Where is she? Here she comes.
Got the leak off numbers.
Good. All right, I'll read out the live-off numbers. Matthews 391, Tucker 164. I think you all should see who gave us all the ideas and helped us with our campaign throughout the campaign. Several people said this is one of the best campaigns I've ever seen run. And I appreciate all the work they did. And there is, you can't explain how much work goes behind in these campaigns. So I'm very grateful for these guys and gals for helping. And just want to thank them publicly. I want you all to see who they are.
Without a good candidate, though. We've tried before.
Several people asked me earlier on, do you think Samuel Tucker will call you? Do you think Sammy will call you? And I said, Sammy's a gentleman, he'll call me. And just a few minutes ago, Sammy called me and congratulated me and told me he looked forward to working with me on county council. And he was the gentleman that I suspected that he was. So thank you all for coming. If there's any food left, eat it. I don't want to take it home. And just thank you all for your support. Hold on. Hold on.
We're not through yet.
Oh, we got some more
We ain't
stuff.
through yet, boss man. We just getting started.
I was hoping not to be embarrassed too bad tonight.
That ain't happening.
If all of y'all can see, he's not as tall as I am, but he's going to be a big man taking a big stick.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. So before my face gets any redder, y'all can go. Y'all can go. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.